Sergio's different. He's that dude. That's finish by Sané. Maybe this could be a blessing in disguise for Liverpool. Because for Liverpool, react. React. Prove people wrong.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
That was a good game. I think we have to start there. That was a good game. That was a good game. We must start there. Guys, you know the deal. This is a big game. This is a big game. So I really advise you that you press pause. You get a large meal. You get a drink because we're going in very, very detailed. It might be a two-part. But I think we should do fine. But we're going to go very deep in here because there are many things to unpack here. But I think first of all, this is probably the best game of the Premier League season. The reason why I like this game, this was far better than the first game between them. The reason why I like this game is that this reminds me of Brazil, Italy, 1999 and 94. And all because it's a big game doesn't mean I need to see 10 chances. I need to see the bar being hit 5 or 6 times and it's end to end. That is a different kind of amazing game. But that's not the kind of game that you want for a game of this, because the beauty about this game was that it was high stakes. High stakes. It really mattered, and both teams were really going at it. So that is the beauty I like about it, because you could just see the tension. You could see the gravity of the game. You could see how people were very careful in possession and how nobody really wanted just to stray or to be too dynamic or too crazy, because they knew that, no, this could be a potentially pivotal tie. Because Liverpool sensed that, my God, man, we could win this. City knew that we had to win this. So let's just look at the texture of the game before the first goal. Because we've got to really be careful how we unpack this, because we've got to unpack this in a very three-dimensional way. So when I say something, it may not really be that thing. It just means that I'm just giving you one side, but there's a different side. So there are two sides to Klopp and Liverpool before the goal scored, because we're going to get to Sergio. Tactically, Klopp got that ass. Because City couldn't play through. They had all the possession because that's City. The overlap wasn't there. The through balls wasn't there. The spacing wasn't there. They couldn't get Sterling into space. They couldn't get Sané into space. And Liverpool knew how to block up the spacing of City. They knew how to block up the channels. They had the blocks. I tweeted this out. Van Dijk could possibly clear famine in the world. Van Dijk could potentially clear famine in the world today, because the amount of clearances this dude made was insane. Because I basically, before that first goal, I said, no, Van Dijk is potentially that dude. So tactically, Klopp just got it right, and you could see just what Klopp was doing. Fair enough, give them the possession, but we have an outlet with the speed and the potency of Mane and Salah, and it almost worked. Through nice little 1-2, it was the opening they wanted. The ball came into Mane, and that was tough for Mane. He had a defender next to him. I'm not sure there was company or Stones, but he had a defender next to him, did the best he could. Ball came in, hit the bar. And for Stones, City with Stones is that you could hit it anywhere. The one place you don't hit it is straight into the back of the head of your goalkeeper. But give him credit. It was a brick of a move, hitting it straight at his keeper. He recovered well. He recovered really well. And for me, I don't think I've seen anything closer for goal line technology. That was barely an inch. Barely an inch. It was away from actually being over the line. So that was ridiculously close. It just shows how razor sharp this match was. So you saw what Liverpool were doing, but still, I was like, they're tactically good and everything. But I'll perhaps reference this towards the end of this review. Intent. Your starting lineup tells me your intent. That starting lineup that Liverpool had, it walked up on the first goal. The lineup that I had said to me that Klopp was like, all right, we're happy with the draw. If we're going to win, that's cool, but we're happy with the draw. That's what that lineup said. But remember what I said in my preview. Start Shaqiri. Shaqiri is Liverpool's best lineup. Because you start with Shaqiri, your intent is that we're coming here to win. And as I always said, building up to this game was that no, Liverpool are coming here to win. So that's what I thought their intent was that no, we're coming here to win because we can beat you. We beat you 3 times last season. So you're the guys with the inferiority complex. We're going to prove that by coming here to come and beat you because we start your career. That means that we are coming here of trying to get that G and trying to get that win, trying to get you get the hell out of here. But he didn't. But it was working. It was working. Liverpool were really holding City well, and City just couldn't find any kinds of openings. Sergio. It's you see, when I talk, please listen. There are really good strikers. There are those strikers. So just listen to what I said. There are really good strikers, quality strikers, amazing strikers, consistent strikers. Then there are those strikers. You see, that goal from Sergio, you have to understand what that goal is because City were locked out. Tactically, they were locked out. Liverpool sorted them. Klopp tactically figured out City. Like, for me, City may have had most of the possession. Liverpool had the control of the game because I was like, aha, I see what Liverpool's plan is. City, you can't play through us. You can't get through us. And you will eventually lose concentration. And that is when we will pounce and get that sucker punch and that goal. And the plan was working because City were going in again and again and again. And as much as they were trying to push men up, desperate to get that goal, they would slip up and Liverpool will have another counter. As we did with when Mane hit the bar, they'll have another opportunity when City lose concentration, but the desperation of trying to get that G, which they needed. So the beauty of Sergio's goal was, it was a goal that they needed and it came at a difficult time. It's not how many you score, it's when you score. When do you score? Do you score the winning goal? Do you score the equalizer? Or do you score the goal when your team needs it and your team is finding it difficult to get any openings? Before that, I believe, before that Sergio G, there was only one shot on target and that came from Liverpool. There was only one shot on target and that came from Liverpool. And the difficulty of that G, the angle, left foot, near post, roof of the net. When that G went in, I think everybody in the bar was like, what the hell? But that's Sergio. Because Sergio's different. Sergio's different. He's that dude. He scored perhaps one of the most famous goals in all time. But so when Sergio scored that, you could say that gives City a lift. It gives City a real belief. So going into the second half now, the game was close, but you saw Liverpool really trying to push him. But I think that goal, I feel, swung into City's favour because now Liverpool now had to really chase the goal. They really had to chase the chance and so forth. And when Liverpool got that, see, that Liverpool equalizer, that's why I thought it was going to be a 1-1 because, again, that was a beautiful crossfield pass by, I believe it was Trent. Amazing crossfield pass. Then, you didn't reread it, bro. That's poor. And I think it was Robertson that then put it across. Right place. I don't know whether it was either Robertson or Salah that put it across. Right place, right time by Bobby Firmino. Well-worked goal. Really well-worked goal. And it was really good psychology and mentality for Liverpool trying to get themselves back in that game. But so at 1-1, I thought that was how it was going. Because the game was so close. It was so razor thin that I thought, you know what, 1-1, fair enough. We're cool, 1-1, it's all good. But that's why I feel like this is a monumental win. Because this was City's most difficult game. Because maybe the games that they lost and everything, but this was a game where City really found it really difficult. And again, for Liverpool, you got to say to yourself that, you see, that Sergio goal was unavoidable. That was an amazing goal by an amazing striker, a complete amazing striker. The City goal was avoidable by Liverpool. It was avoidable because for me, even when I said, so wait a minute, it's 1-1. How the hell is this like a 3-on-3? How the hell did this happen? But as much as it could have been avoidable by Liverpool, that finish by Sané, don't sleep on that. Because whenever the ball hits the bar, like hits the post, that's when you've gone home. Because for Sané, that's when you know to beat your batter. Because Sané knew that I'm up against one of the best keepers in the league. I promise a top 5, top 6 keeper in the world. And Sané knew that I have to put it as far away and as wide as possible from him as possible. But the thing about this is that you got to put it as wide away from him as possible, but still hit the target. So the beauty about that, it was so far away and wide from Becker's reach, but it just was the right inch to at least hit the front of the goal, hit the post, other post, and in. So it was a quality niche, and it was clutch. It was clutch because I thought it was 1-1. I thought it was 1-1. Yes, it was a breakaway, but I thought the angle was so tight. Becker had really great positioning. So I knew that, man, Becker is a top keeper. Positioning is tight. To get the goal from this position, man, you could have come up with something special. And that was a special niche. So just think, once that happened, it was difficult for Liverpool to get back in the game. Because, you see, and it goes back to Liverpool's lineup. But I'll get back to Liverpool's lineup because I just think we've got to talk about, I want to focus on City right now. That was a perfect game from Man City. Because they only made one mistake in that game. And that was Danilo misjudging the flight of the ball. The money chance, that was really a mistake. That was just, those chances happen. But so really, apart from Danilo misjudging the crossfield pass that led to the goal, City defensively did not make many mistakes. I'm going to talk about individuals after, but City did not really make that many individual mistakes. So I just thought it was a really very mature, professional, aggressive, on-point performance by a team that was under pressure. See, that's a performance from a defending champion. That was like, you know what, we're still in this. We're still in this. And you're going to have to really try and snatch this trophy from us. So it was a grown man performance. It was a grown man answer to all the questions. People had questions. They had questions after the Leicester loss. The Chelsea loss. People had questions, and they answered this really, really, really very, very well. So I want to talk about individuals because there's something I want to end on. Because I want to just end on something about the whole Liverpool thing. Actually, no. Okay, wait. Fernandinho, quality. You see, for me, I've always said that. I think for me, with Fernandinho, I've always said, this guy's been important and everything, but maybe I've not really given him his full credits because I've always sort of been angry that he's not really been able to show it for Brazil. Like, you're so good for City. Why didn't you show it for Brazil? He was amazing in this game. He was absolutely amazing because the amount of times he won the ball, the amount of times he intercepted them, because really, I think Fernandinho was one of the key reasons why Liverpool didn't have that great a game. Because Fernandinho's interceptions, his ball winning, his recycling of the ball, the right decisions he makes, how he was able to give the ball away, but just his midfield work rate was incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I just think that the amount of, because I told him, man, I've played central midfield before. It's a flipping doghouse. It's a dogfight for 90 minutes. It is the most physically demanding position in football. Being the central midfield guy right in the core, and especially Fernandinho's role where you have to really be the ball winner, the ball retainer, the ball recycler, it is tough. It is tough. It is physically draining. Just thought Fernandinho was quality. Sterling, I thought, had an iffy first half. Second half, he was money. Second half, Sterling was money. And I just thought Sterling's running with the ball, what he was able to do with the ball was amazing. And I think, again, it's like, and he was the guy that really led to the goal that Sané scored because it was him carrying the ball, the right timing to give the ball to Sané. Sané had the ball, boom, finish. So I just thought Sterling in the second half really came into his own, and you could see just how he was. And that's the beauty, because again, when these matches are so tense, we need who's grown. Who's grown? We need grown men. And I think the only guy that was grown was this dude, and I think he grew really well. For Liverpool, I thought Van Dijk was Liverpool's best player. And I think the issue is that Liverpool's best players were their defenders. Because I think for Trent, he had the pass of the game, which is the crossfield pass. Talk about Lovren. Van Dijk, I thought, was amazing. I think the amount of clearances he made, the defending he's made, his positioning, the defensive work he did for the whole of 90 minutes. For the whole of 90 minutes was absolutely incredible. Robertson, I think the reason why Sterling didn't have that great a game, he had a really good second half. was the amount of balls and the amount of one-on-one wins that Robertson had over Sterling were amazing. Because every time it was up to a one-on-one, and you failed for Robertson because of Sterling's quick shot of space and his skill. Robertson concentrated, held firm, always timed his tackle. Beautiful. So I thought Robertson and Van Dijk were Liverpool's best players. And I just thought that, I would shock people about my break of the game. Lovren, again, it is what it is. He's not the best defender. He's not the best defender. And I do believe that Gomez in that position, or even Matip, but specifically Gomez, I don't think Liverpool conceded those. I don't think they conceded the second G. I think between Gomez and Van Dijk, they saw that the first G was unavoidable. That first G was unavoidable. That was just a crazy finish from a ridiculous angle. The second goal was it could have been avoided by good positioning, good defensive positioning, and reading of the game. Good reading of the game, good positioning. You put yourself in possibly a position to perhaps intercept the pass from Sané and read the pass coming from Sterling towards Sané to intercept that pass. But was Lovren to blame for the loss? That's the thing, because those two goals were two very difficult to score. Because even if that ball came to Sané, did he see the angle he shot it from? Did he see the angle? That's a crazy angle. And AgÜero's goal was insane. That's an insane G to score. So again, was Lovren to blame for those two Gs? I think that's being harsh. That's just being very, very harsh. So I want to just touch on Klopp and Liverpool's approach to this game. Should have started with Shaqiri. Should have started with Shaqiri. Also very quickly, for Man City, I think Company had a very big game. Because he's a guy who I always feel like he's old, like he's going on. And for me, I feared that it was a Company Stones partnership, because I thought that Laporte, I still feel, is City's best defender. And Laporte out on the flanks. I thought, do you want one of your strongest defenders on the flanks? You really want your central defenders in the heart of defense? But I thought that between Stones and Company, they did well. But Company really led the way, and Company had some great clearances and just some great quality defending. Should they have been sent off? Possibly, maybe, who knows? But I still like that there were no sending off. It was nice and equal. So for Klopp, why didn't he start with Shaqiri? You see, Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Milner, that says to Man City that, all right, come for us, try and break us down. Which is cool, and it was almost working, but should you have that approach when you beat these guys three times last season? As was revealed in the documentary, their manager fears you. The manager loses sleep over you. So if you have knowledge, okay, the manager fears us. We beat them 3 times last season. They obviously have their manager definitely has an inferiority complex. Let's go and beat them. Let's go out and beat them. Because I do believe that if they started with Shaqiri, a guy who can carry the ball and give incisive passes, which Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Milner can't, Liverpool potentially win this game. Potentially. Could still be a draw, but I think it's a whole different kind of outlook. But I think with the lineup that Liverpool shows, Klopp said to City that we're going to respect you. We're going to respect you. That we're going to be conservative, hold, and just try and get something. But by starting Shaqiri, you're saying to City that no. This is a statement of intent. We are coming for that ass. That is what Shaqiri starting would have shown. So I think Klopp, thinking about it, would say, you know what? Should we have been more brave, more confident in our ability? Should we have been a bit more swag, a bit more arrogant? It's the thing. But I just thought the amazing. See, I love this game is football. This is for football, and I think because when you look at that game, you just saw, high stakes. See, because this is what this channel is for. This channel was built for the big games. Of course, I do all the other games and everything because football never sleeps, and you always don't want to do every game because every game matters. But these big games, massive games, high stakes, the top games, this is what we live for. It's what we breathe. This is as football fans, this is our oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, where do we stand? 4 points. I'm going to... Let me think. So what I said was this, and it stands, but should it stand? So I said whoever wins, the momentum swings in their direction. If Liverpool had won 10 points, killer blow. Killer blow. Man City winning, that era of invincibility is gone. 4 points. Side notes, guys, can you give Wenger credit? And so Wenger all he wants. It ain't easy being invincible, brah. It ain't easy being invincible, brah. So, but City winning, the pressure is on Liverpool. The pressure, so can Liverpool withstand that pressure? Because I just feel like now them losing, City now cutting it to 4 points, it becomes sweaty now. Palms become sweaty. Now any drop of points, boom, City come close. It could be down to 2 points, it could be down to 1 point with any more points dropped if City keep on winning. But my key thing is reaction. Because everybody's now... This is the key. City can smell blood. City like, oh, no. These are the bottlers. These are the guys that bottle. These are the guys that buckle under pressure. We're good. We beat them. Seeds of doubt are in. And everybody around is saying that, they're going to lose. They're going to bottle. Maybe this could be a blessing in disguise for Liverpool. Because for Liverpool, react. React. Prove people wrong. Prove me wrong. Because again, my assumption is that, boom, City win, momentum swings in the direction, 4 points, pressure will tell Liverpool now begin to unravel. But for Liverpool, they should say to themselves, wait a minute, why do we have to unravel? Why do we have to coincide with what the so-called status quo is that, oh yeah, this is where the butlers, do we have to be? So for Liverpool, it's like, you're still top of the league. It is still a 4 points gap. So for Liverpool, I just think the key thing is the next game. Key thing. If Liverpool draw or lose the next game, boom, it's done. Like it is official. If they draw or lose the next game, it is officially done. It is official. I think it's officially done. If they win the next game, let's talk. Let's look at the next game. Let's look at the next game. So I just think for Liverpool, I just think the key thing, and I think Klopp will tell his guys that this may be our most important game of the season, but arguably our most important game is our next game. Arguably the most important game is our next Premier League game. Is how do we react from this loss? Because all eyes will be on. All the pressure will be on. Because if we win that, okay, we've reacted. Then it's like, all right, can we get back into winning mode and just keep the momentum of winning? Because remember, I can't remember which season it was. Arsenal beats Manchester United twice in a season. Arsenal beats Man United twice a season, and United won in that same season. You know, United won in that same season. I keep on going back to what if Mahrez scored that penalty? You know, what if Mahrez scored that penalty? But I just think for Man City, huge win, big win. This is going to give them a huge momentum, and I think even more so they did it without it. I think the biggest thing they can take away from this, rather than the win and the clutch finishes and the amazing team performance, great defensive performance, and how because they shut down Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool do not get that. Over 90 minutes, how many clear openings did they get? Like, a few scares, a few editing, punching this out and everything, but how many times were they really fully opened? So, but I just think that for City, I think the biggest takeaway is that they did it without Kevin. they did this without Kevin, which was huge. The fact that they were able to ride without Kevin was huge and flipping massive, So, we have a title race. We have a title race. And you see, for me, look, this is the football channel. This is the football channel, and I'm just saying that I analyze football because I am a football obsessive. I'm obsessed with this flipping sport. I'm obsessed with everything about it, the physicality, the psychology, the mentality, and everything. And this title race is fascinating because there's so much psychology involved. I'm obsessed with the psychology of football because it's about, okay, as City going on now, because remember, as City now going to do what they going to do. Are they going to now remain consistent? How will Liverpool react? Because again, people don't assume. Why are you going to assume that City will now win all of the rest of the games? Why will you assume that Liverpool are going to bottle? Because the assumption is that, boom, City, momentum, they're defending champions, they're going to lock in and do what they do. Liverpool, you've never really been in this position before, really, you're going to buckle under the pressure. So, but football is so surprising. Football gives us so many surprises. So, beautiful. So for me, that dude of the game, I'm going to ride with Fernandinho. Amazing. I just thought he was everywhere. He was at the core of everything. Defending, passing, attacking, carrying the ball, and how hard he worked. Just the effort, the work rate he put in was incredible. As in, people need to rewatch the game and just think that just the amount of interceptions and the amount of times he broke up play for thing. And remember, dude is breaking up play and being on the ball. Because remember, most guys are just break up play and just make that 2-yard pass. He's breaking up the play and carrying the ball and making the passes and trying to launch attacks as well. So he's the all-round thing that this dude is doing is flipping amazing. So look, don't flip on Fernandinho. So for me, that dude of the game goes to Fernandinho. Break of the game. Now, everybody wants me to say Lovren because that's the name to say. I'm going to give it to Klopp. And the reason why I'm going to give it to Klopp is I think you pussed it out. It was, why didn't you start Shaqiri? I think that is what he's going to be sweating on for a long time. You could even say that, why didn't you bring Shaqiri on earlier? But the thing is that, why did you not start with Shaqiri? Why did he have such a conservative approach to a team that you beat 3 times last season? You beat them 3 times last season. And this team knows that they fear you. And tactically, I think for City, it's a bad matchup. Based on the characteristics of Mane and Salah and what Shaqiri could bring, it is a bad matchup for Man City. And you should that you could defensively hold them. That it took crazy goals for them to actually open you up. So, again, for Klopp, I've got to give him break of the game that, I think you went with the wrong lineup, bruh. I think you went with the wrong flipping lineup. So, yeah, man, that is it, man. I've talked. It was a quality game. Enjoyed the game. I loved all the intricacies and all the details within the game, man. And no, it's going to be great. I mean, for me, it's a 2-horse race. I mean, for me, no offense to Tottenham, they're not in a title race. This is between 2 teams, and I told you they're going to be like, for Liverpool, it was never going to be that easy. It was never going to be that easy. Like for me, I still feel like it was going to be a draw. But I just think that a City we just makes it. We have a because we have it. We could have had a title race at 7 points, 10 points. Could we? 4 points. We've got a title race. We've got a title. There is now 0 margin of error. 0 margin of error. So, bro, this is the home of football analysis, man. This is the home of it, and hopefully, I'll be here step by step of the freaking way just to roll this on through. I feel City have the momentum. I'm still sticking with City to win the title. But for Liverpool, man, react, stand tall, prove all the people. Everybody's saying you're going to bottle. Prove them wrong. React. Whatever the case may be, City and Liverpool, I think it's going to be extremely exciting, man. Super exciting. I love football, man. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.